quit. Rooted to the ground. Ooh, I'm too legit. Winning this game every time. Boy, I ain't never.
Do you ever have one of those weeks where you're just feeling really out of it, where you're feeling down or you're feeling off and something just isn't right? That's where I was a little while back. Actually, it was more than a week. It's been something I've been dealing with for quite a while, feeling down, not feeling like going anywhere, seeing anyone, doing anything. And that's something I've been struggling with off and on for quite a while. But one week it was getting really bad. During this time, I had a friend who was trying to help me, and instead of asking me, he just sent me a text and said, "Hey, we're going to Mount Hood in the morning. I'm picking you up at 4:30. Be ready." And that's just kind of the friend that he was. And he knew that I was in a slump. And I think he knew that I needed a way out of it. Initially, I said no. I told him how I was feeling. I didn't want to bring people down. I didn't want to be in a bad mood around people. And he basically said that, hey, we would rather be around you and help you out of this than have you still stuck in your apartment all by yourself. I told him I hadn't been up to the mountain, to Mount Hood here in the Northwest, in a very long time. And he said, "Bro, you got to get up there. It's so beautiful. Once you get up there, I promise you it'll change everything. You got to give it a try. You got to come with us." I was still a little reluctant, it's hard to get yourself out when you're going through things like that. It takes so much more effort to push yourself and to get yourself out of your isolation, get yourself out of that slump that you're in, and be open and ready to experiencing the world. It feels like the exact opposite of what you need or what you want. But he told me, "Hey, we're going to be up there. I'm filming a music video and I need some help. I need some help filming. That's what you do. That's your creative passion. And I'd love to get your eye. I'd love to get your help doing this." And I was like, okay, well, it's not just about me anymore. I have a friend who is trying to help me and he wants a little bit of my help as well. So when you put it that way, I just said, okay, I'll go.
Nah, I never quit. Rooted to the ground. Ooh, I'm too legit. Manifest my visions. Nourish them to life. Winning this game every time. Boy, I ain't never sold no lies. I got them vibes and them highs. See that fear all in the mind? You don't want it, so I took it. You can waste yours, I ain't got the time. Too many out here needing this life. And these diamonds I'm giving out.
And I am so happy that I did. So we got up really early in the morning. He picked me up right at 4:30. But as we drove, as the sun came up, as the trees were flying past, we finally came up this one road where the mountain was in clear view. It was giant. It was magnificent. It was beautiful. I hadn't seen it in like a decade. And I forgot how beautiful it is to be out in nature, just even from that initial view. And it got me feeling something I hadn't felt in a while, which was excited and connected to something that was outside of me. And so as we're up there, our goal was to be able to get the sunrise to peak right above the mountain during a crucial moment of his video. And so we were all up there working together, trying to make this happen. Someone's with the camera, someone's with the music and the model and everything. It was just we were really having a good time. It was freezing though. It was so cold. My hands were going numb and it was not physically pleasant, but the longer we stayed out there, the more my energy came out, the more of a great time we all started having together. And what's great about being out in nature and connecting with other people is you start forgetting all of your worries. You start forgetting all of the things that you were ruminating about when you were by yourself. And that's why I think it was such a powerful thing to be up there, be part of that moment, and get out at a time where I really didn't want to do that. It was about movement. It was about beauty. It was about being around people who cared. And it really reminded me that sometimes life has something to offer, even when you feel like you don't. So the main lessons, the takeaway from the story is something I would really encourage all of you to think about is to, one, say yes when you feel like saying no. Sometimes the best opportunities come when we're not feeling like it, when we're not vibing with it, when we're not feeling like anything good is going to happen. Sometimes saying yes to something, even when we're resistant, can create opportunities that can change our lives, or at the very least, just change our day. And when you're feeling alone, when you're feeling isolated, that's also the sign that you need to be around people. You need to be around friends. You need to be around family. Being isolated is one of the worst things you can do for your mental health. There's no way to improve yourself when you're by yourself. I think the best way to make self-improvement is to get yourself around others. And the last thing I'd say is that none of this would have ever happened if I wasn't open with my friends and family. That's not always an easy thing to do. But if your friends and family don't know how you're doing, then they don't have a way of helping you. They don't have a way of pulling you out. If you have people in your life that you're comfortable enough to say, hey, I'm not doing so great today. I've been struggling a little bit lately. That's when your true friends, the people who really care about you, will really show you who they are. And sometimes all it takes is, hey, let's go on a quick road trip. Hey, let's get on a quick phone call. Let's go get some lunch. Those opportunities don't happen though unless you're a little bit more open and vulnerable during times where you need it the most. Let them take you places that you can't take yourself. Let them give you experiences that you're not having yourself. This trip ended up being a turning point for me. I was able to film a bunch of beautiful clips. I was able to get my creative passion going again. Putting even this video together right now is part of that experience. I had such an amazing experience that I wanted to tell you guys about it. I wanted to show you what I was seeing and teach you what I was learning. And so none of this would have happened if I would have said no. So that's why I would say the moral of the story is when you feel like saying no, that's exactly when you should say yes.